Greetings, good people. Happy Thursday. It is already October the 5th in the year's 2023. It's Hot Topics time, all right? So on today's lineup, we got Mariah Carey, all right, aka the Queen of Christmas. Diddy, he is critiquing the music industry once again, and I kind of agree with him. And then really quick, we're going to get into Tamar admitting that she was dumped, all right? So let's get this out of the way first. Tamar Braxton, she basically reveals that her ex-fiance dumped her, just like we've been saying, and she tried to deny. Earlier this week, JR, who is her ex-fiance, he revealed that he's no longer in a relationship with Tamar, right? He took to social media. I already uploaded a video giving my commentary on that. Be sure to check that out. Thank you. Okay, so he basically said, in a nutshell, that he is getting back to being positive. There's so many questions. Yes, he decided to leave Tamar. He was not with her when her car was burglarized while she was with her mother. And I'm sitting here trying to put two and two together. And I'm thinking that he probably put her out or broke up with her. And she was staying with her mother, okay? Because remember, she was posting all over her Instagram and her stories that she doesn't live anywhere because she's not safe. So everyone automatically said, where's JR? I went over this already in a previous video. So now it is being revealed that they are actually broken up. JR was the one that kind of confirmed it, even though Tamar threw subtle hints out there. So, of course, she started first. Anyway. So now she's confirming in a now deleted IG post, I should have screenshotted it, that she has been dumped, okay? Now, she posted to not Twitter, to Instagram. She posted a video of a singer, someone who was performing an emotional tune, and underneath it she wrote, like I said, she posted this to her Instagram, but then she deleted it. And the post said, the caption said, I have a quick testimony. This is Tamar. Imagine your home, and this is courtesy of the Jasmine brand. Let me pull this up on screen so y'all can see. Hold on, y'all, because Miss Tamar Braxton be doing a lot. All right, so let's read along. I have a quick testimony. Imagine your home being robbed, moving to a new city, trying to find your new tribe, never finding where you fit in, and then finally settling in with at least one person you trust, to getting your car robbed and vandalized, then broken up with from the person you love and feel safe with, all in the same hour. What are you doing, God? It's too much. It's not. So she deleted this Instagram post. I saw it yesterday. Like I said, I should have took a screenshot. And she goes on to say, I was only telling you about my situation so you can reflect on your own situation. No, what you were subtly doing is trying to vilify JR. Basically saying all these things happened to you. They were so terrible. And in the middle of all of this, JR broke up with you. Are you trying to insinuate that he had something to do with the your car being vandalized? I don't know. That's what I got from it, but that's how Tamar plays and she gets down. Anyway, she goes on to write, nothing happened to me. It happened for me. I'm no victim. I'm a survivor who's in rehearsal for my very own tour that's almost 100% sold out. I'll take it, God, and whatever else you have for me. All right, Tamar. Like I said, she knows exactly what she's doing, and she's playing these games because recently she posted a video where she was talking about the devil is a lie and all this other stuff, and she's I'm just not gonna address it. Yeah, of course you're not gonna address it because you can't play with him. Like I said in my previous commentary, I encourage you, if you haven't done so already, to check that out. I am done with Tamar. She is very, very, very predictable. Moving along to Diddy. All right, P. Diddy, he is criticizing the music industry once again. Before, months ago, it was what happened to R&B music. Now it's lack of production. He said the art of music production has been lost. All right. And of course, this is courtesy of our friends over at the Jasmine brand. All right. Entertainment mogul Diddy took to X, formerly known as Twitter, Tuesday evening to express his thoughts on the current style of producing music. The self made billionaire didn't hold anything back as he shared his belief that producers aren't creating songs like they once did. Okay. Now, you guys know that Diddy is behind some of the most iconic R&B hip hop groups, some of the most iconic R&B hip hop songs. You guys know that he worked with Mary J. Blige on her second album, masterpiece, My Life. Okay. And he also worked with Jodeci. That was the production of his first record, if I'm not mistaken. R&B record anyway. Forever My Lady. All right. Um, so you guys just know that Diddy is an R&B guy, even though some people may refer to him as like a rapper, because we know what Bad Boy did. But his first love is R&B, and he's made mention of that plenty of times. All right. So let's take a look at what Diddy has to say. He took to Twitter, and one of his tweets read, "The art of production has been lost. No shade to anybody, but a producer is somebody that has the ability to have a vision for a song that is greater than just the beat or the lyrics." All right. He continued, "The producer is the one that co-pilots the experience with the artist. The producer's job is to bring the best out of the artist. The producer's job is to bring the best out of the song, not for ego, not for money, but for the people to enjoy." All right. He also went on to talk about the importance of the engineer. He said, "I cannot stress the importance of the engineer. How your music sounds today is how it will sound 100 years from now. I had the blessing to be able to work with Rourke Bailey, who came to just help me out and ended up engineering and mixing practically the entire album." Now, you know, Diddy just dropped a R&B album, the Love Project, Off the Grid or something like that. Now he was bragging about this Love Records, launching Love Records for several years now. And when he finally comes out with this album, which I think is a great body of work, okay? That's one thing that Diddy definitely does right, and that's music. Now, as far as his business and his personal life and how he handles the business of music, the verdict's still out on that, okay? But as far as the music itself, he knows exactly how to create hits. We've seen that. We cannot deny the Bad Boy era musically. We can't deny that that was a great time in music, okay? He also goes on to say about the engineer, "This is one of the most important keys to developing an original sound. There's a sound and a formula that you create with your engineer." Okay? Shout out to all the engineers that I work with. And thank you, Rourke. Okay, so getting back to the article now, there's a lot of people who agreed and there are a lot of people who disagreed. One person said, "I think he's absolutely right. That's what made songs so good back in the day. That's when music used to take you on a journey. As a writer, I miss the flow of music production." Someone else says, "When a producer comes along that has said vision, the older guys feel threatened and push them out and steal from them instead of helping them flourish. A lot of insecurity in your generation. Let's not forget about that." But that's not what Diddy was talking about, okay? Of course, people are going to agree, and then there are going to be people who have opposing opinions, okay? Someone also said the art of writing is lost too. I agree. This is facts. That's why this microwave music doesn't last longer than 2 weeks. Another, a well-produced album should feel cinematic, which I wholeheartedly agree with. It should be able to take you somewhere visually. That I wholeheartedly agree with. Now, here's the thing. Talent is lacking as well, because what the music industry is doing now is, to me, is finding the quickest way to make a buck. Okay, that's why a lot of these so-called rappers, these female rappers in particular, they come and then they go. And it seems like the industry is telling the public what's hot. And now the public can't differentiate trash from actual, literal masterpieces. You think certain lyrics are, "Oh, that's a bar," when it's really trash in comparison to real MCs, real lyricists talking some real ish. But because it's too quote unquote deep, and a lot of people don't like to think that deep, then you have things like "My coochie pink, my booty hole brown." Like, that gets the people going for whatever reason. That would not have lasted. That would not have flown in the 90s and early 2000s. Absolutely, positively not. Okay. So listen, I agree with Diddy 100%. He's somebody that has skin in the game. He's been proven to be successful as it pertains to creating music and working with artists. So I agree with him. As far as the older guys stealing from the younger guys, that's a character flaw. The best example that I can give as far as older and younger working together is Hit Boy and Nas. Listen, I'm a huge Nas fan. I have been since I was very, very, very young. And just to see his progression, Nas is what, 50 now? He's 50 years old. And he hasn't skipped a beat. And him working with Hit Boy um, on the Magic project and the King's Disease, trilogy project, it works. It absolutely works. And I think Nas was very open to working with Hit Boy and their proven success. It just works. You got to have an understanding of music and what the vision is. I do agree that music should be cinematic. I could sit here and ramble about this all day long when it comes to music and the culture of hip hop, etc. But we ain't got time for all of that. So let me know what you think, though. I mean, like I said, this microwave music, it's top tier trash. And it's unfortunate that that's what a lot of these kids are coming up on because they don't have anything to compare it to, right? Unless they're exposed to older music. But they think that this is hot. Like they think Pound Town is MCing and that's real rap, and it's trash, in my opinion. All right. Now for the queen, Mariah Carey. Okay, so it is very well possible that this could be coming to light. Mariah Carey and Lee Daniels, they have started casting for her TV biopic, and they're searching for the perfect actress to portray the singer. How do you feel about this? Listen, I want to see this come to light. All right, now the Jasmine brand reported back in 2020 that Mariah Carey publicly shared her interest in directing a film based on her memoir that was released that same year titled The Meaning of Mariah Carey. Did you guys read her book? It was very controversial, remember? After conversations around the idea kicked off, however, award-winning film director Lee Daniels, who worked with the singer on his critically acclaimed 2009 movie Precious, I still haven't seen that movie till this day, and I never will. There's some movies that I'm just not interested in watching. So basically, Lee Daniels was kind of tapped to produce a TV adaptation of Mariah Carey's book. Interesting, right? So now the Jasmine brand is exclusively reporting that casting for the project is allegedly in the works. All right. During a previous interview, Mariah Carey stated that because she owns the masters to all her music, flex, okay, she isn't worried too much about searching for the best singer. Instead, Mariah Carey shared that she's focused on someone who is gifted theatrically and can really bring her essence to the role. So she reportedly stated, I don't think it's about, quote, cast the girl who sings the Mariah Carey style, end quote, whatever that is. It's about casting a great actress with a somewhat similar look and just making sure the acting is there. Now y'all gotta cast this person right for young Mariah. Remember when Mariah came out with the curly hair and she was belting out "You Got Me Feeling Emotions" with the high pitched tones? That is the era that I want to revisit. Okay, so Mariah said basically we have the music, they can sing along to it. What a flex. Mariah said I own my masters, honey. So she could just lip sync. It's nothing. So Daniels, he also previously spoke about the project, explaining why he believed a visual version of the memoir should be a limited series instead of a film. He said, I think it's bigger than a film. I think that if there's so much to her thing, I think it's an epic limited series. I think it's as big as Aretha's story. I would play the video, but child, no. Lee Daniels feels that Mariah Carey is misunderstood. I don't know if I agree with that. He knows her personally, I would assume, right? A lot more personal than we do. So he said he's excited about exploring her story, and he also went on to say that a lot of her earlier hits were birthed out of her trauma and her pain. You guys know that Mariah Carey is biracial, and she was born into a family that was very dysfunctional, right? In New York at that. So he feels that a lot of her music stemmed from a lot of her pain, and he said he doesn't think that a lot of people know that. Those of us who like Mimi, we know what's going on. Anyway, so her memoir, for those of you who are not aware, covers Carey's childhood. She's had a very tumultuous relationship with her mother, her sister. It was a mess when her book came out. There was a lot of controversy. I am definitely interested in seeing a Mariah Carey biopic. I do think that it should be maybe like a 3-night event on like a VH1, or do you think it should be on the big screen? I wouldn't be mad either way. If she does one where it's a 3-night, like a VH1 special, like remember how the Temptations, it was like 3 or 4 nights, or the Jacksons' American Dream. Remember how they had like 3 or 4 nights? on VH1 back in the day. So if that's done, I'm here for it. If it goes to the big screen, I'm totally here for that too. Why not do both? It's Mariah freaking Carey. Why the heck not? Anyway, y'all, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. What I want you to do is drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. Let me know how you feel about Diddy critiquing productions, engineers, and how music sounds. Pretty much he is disappointed at the state of music. I think he's qualified to feel that way. Tamar Braxton, let me know what you think. Mariah Carey, would you be interested in seeing a biopic film in theaters and or on like a VH1 or like a HBO Max? Share your thoughts in the comments and I'll talk to you later.